Welcome in everyone, it's King Yeshua. I want to break down the simple array sum on the Hackerrank warm-up problems. This is basically something that's not too hard, not too easy, but is a good warm-up towards data structures and user collections. And lucky for you guys, we're going to do both. So let's go ahead and read the problem and understand what we're trying to solve. Given an array of integers, find the sum of its elements. For example, if the array AR equals 1, 2, 3, and then the 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 6, return that 6. So we're returning the sum of the array that is given. All right, so let's go ahead and go into the description. Complete the simple array sum function in the editor below. It must return the sum of the array elements as an integer. Simple array sum has the following parameters: AR, an array of integers. Input format: the first line contains an integer n denoting the size of an array. The second line contains an n space separated integers representing the array's elements. And then the constraints: each and every part is important, so don't just look at the constraints, look at every single part of the question. You know the examples that is given. So the constraints is 0 is less than n comma AR with the index of I, and is less than or equal to 1,000. So output format: print the sum of the array's elements as a single integer. The sample inputs, you have 6 indices, well, indices to say, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, and 11. The sample output becomes 31. So all these added up is 31. The explanation: we print the sum of the array elements, and then all this becomes 31. So we read it. The dedicated video will show you step by step how to solve any problem. So for example, we read that problem. I want to break down each and every case, right? So let me go ahead and show you a little example. Case 1, and so on and so forth. And you guys will see that inside of the dedicated video. Kind of hyped you up for that one. Let's go ahead and go into the method that's being used. Depending on your approach, this is a specific type of field. You want to go ahead and look at it and then look at the solution that they help you with. That's up to you. But next will be the pseudocode, and then it will be the syntax. But we'll get straight into the syntax solving. So this is more of a one-liner that I solve. I'm not using a for loop or a enhanced for loop. We're using streams. So Java streams were introduced in Java 8, and that helps with productivity and somewhat simplicity as well if you're going to understand each and every method. And I'll break down each method right here. So this one-liner is within a return because we want to return the sum of an array. And in that return, we're using the array that was given as a argument. In this case, is a list, and we want to use stream, right? So stream internally actually uses the split iterator, if I'm going to remember it. Yes, the split iterator, and that is searching, right? So you're searching through and iterating across this type of data structure. So in this case is a big O of n right here. And we want to look at the collect method as well. The collect method helps with the performs a mutable reduction operation on the elements of the stream using a collector, right? So we're not going to use the collector inside, we're using the collectors, right? So the collectors is basically where you have more control of what is being streamed through, and we can take on different operations to say, let's say methods, because the collectors class has a lot of methods we can use. So inside this class, I want to be able to sum up the integers inside of this data structure, right? And I want to use summing int. The summing int basically just sums up all the integers inside of this data structure, right? And then it gives you a little hint of what this is, a mapper. And then inside of this mapper, I want to use something called the method reference operator. And the method reference operator is basically used to call a method by referring to it with the help of its class directly. So in this case, we're using the integer from the lang class right here. and this operator, and we want to use the reference int value from the integer class, right? So let's go ahead and run this. And just for a brief understanding, you're using a buffer reader, and a buffer reader is basically helping to read everything in bytes. The int AR count is counting basically from this integer class from len, and then it's parsing int each and every buffered byte, and you're reading each and every line, and then you're trimming, right? Trimming is being able to cut off any white spaces. And then now we're using the AR count inside. We can double click and see. Actually, it's not being used inside of this case. Okay. We have an example here, or more like a test we're using inside of our method that we used, or more like made inside of here to solve the problem. And now we're reading each and every one with a new line at the end. So that's a little brief understanding of it. Let's go ahead and run the code. All right, we got success. Let's go ahead and submit the code. And we passed every single test case. Amazing, outstanding. And we got the congratulations. And we can look through each one, but I don't got the ducats to unlock it. Well, I do, but we'll just keep it as we pass this if we got the green. So thank you guys for watching. That's basically how you would solve it within a Java stream approach, which is introduced in Java 8. Go ahead and join the Discord as well. And I'm thinking about doing some QA streams, so some live stuff to do with you guys instead of recorded videos. I want to capture everyone's ideas live and possibly do some hackathons or whatever, or anything we would do to get better together. You know, CYBE is a family, and I want to be able to grow that family with you guys. So definitely stay tuned to the official CYBE Discord and the website, Cyber Connect CYBE. And definitely join the Gamers Guild. The Gamers Guild is where we are gaming and doing tournaments, and any type of idea we have, we're going to do it in a gaming fashion. So go ahead and join up on the Discord down in the description, and all the other links are actually there as well. Appreciate you guys watching. If you guys have a faster way of solving this, a more efficient way, go ahead and say it in the comments, and I'll definitely look forward to seeing you guys and speaking with you guys in the future. All right, so take care, peace out, and I'll see you guys in the Discord. This is all big O of N. Since we are searching, this is a big O of N in the stream, and then we are adding right here in the summing int. This is big O of N entirely. So this approach is big O of N is possible constant time, which is a big O of 1. Let me know in the comments, but I more likely just went with the big O of N approach, and I just sat with that. But if there is a constant time big O of 1, definitely let me know. I just went with the linear time, which is big O of N.